everybody, this is Grimmi. Anybody who saw my livestream on the 21st of March knows that I'm not a huge fan of the new Warriors character designs. And I mean, not many people are either, it seems. I started redesigning B Negative for fun in the livestream, but I ended up redesigning all of the characters afterwards. I didn't record a speed paint, but I posted the designs online, and people seem to actually be really liking the redesigns I did. So why not make a video about it and capitalize on the trend? Also, I'm mostly quarantined and procrastinating, so I need something to keep me occupied. Times are great. I want to make something very clear. This is not an attack on the creator of the characters or Marvel, so please don't go out and insult the creators. I mainly did this for fun, but having said that, Marvel or anybody else who this concerns, if people like my designs, me, an amateur, more than your original designs, maybe there's something wrong with your characters. Now, obviously, we don't know anything about these characters beyond what was included in the announcement, since the comic hasn't come out yet at the time of making this. So I'm just going off the character designs and names of the characters, and I'm not touching their backstories. Even Screen Time's backstory. Internet gas, seriously. Disclaimer, all poses were traced from the original references because I didn't really put too much effort into them. And if you're interested, the background speed paint is the design of my business card that I did back in November. Link to the full image in the description box down below. Again, don't take these too seriously, I'm just having fun. Here are the changes I made. Out of all the original designs, I like B Negative the most, but his hair and colour palette were just a bit too much for me. I know the whole point of his character is that he's a vampire goth kid, but it's way too on the nose. His design screams, "It's not a phase, mom!" and I can't take him seriously. For the redesign, I made his palette more pinkish red / maroon and changed his hair a bit. His new name is Abraham Stoker, or Bram for his hero name for short, which is a reference to the writer of the book Dracula, Bram Stoker. It is a bit lazy, maybe, but I really love Bram Stoker's Dracula and felt it would fit the character well. Screen Time's tracksuit outfit is pretty boring to me, so I looked at cyberpunk outfits and got inspired. His colour palette is mostly the same with a couple more shades of grey and green. I also changed the name because Screen Time is, again, a bit too childish for me. I understand the reason why he was given that name, but I still believe the change was necessary. Wireless is the first thing that came to mind, so I stuck with it, but I'm sure there's a better name out there for this character. But the idea is that he's wireless, as in he doesn't have to be directly connected to a machine or the internet to access it. He's basically a human Bluetooth device. With Trailblazer, it's probably the most controversial of my redesigns because I sized her down. Plus-size superheroes don't make sense to me at all. Because if you're going around saving people and fighting all the time, you'll be super fit. A friend of mine mentioned that he liked the design, the original design, because it shows that anybody can be a hero. And I understand what he means, but I disagree. Not everybody can be a hero, and a physically unfit person can't be a hero without superpowers to aid them. Example, Daredevil is blind, but what makes him a hero is, as in like, fit to be a hero physically, is his radar sense and his other abilities. However, Trailblazer, as far as we know, doesn't have any superhero abilities beyond her magical bag that has infinite space. However, I still tried to keep her strong looking and more heavy set, although I don't think I did that very well at all. I also changed her outfit, mainly making her palette more pastel coloured now, and I changed her magical bag from a backpack to an Omaha bag with more natural colours, which I think looks nicer and doesn't make her look like Dora the Explorer. I got heavily inspired by Chell from The Road to El Dorado. I replaced the name Trailblazer to Neoteric, which means new/modern, a shout to new warriors and also that she's a new superhero for the new generation type of thing. Now we're getting into the characters that needed the most change. With Snowflake, they're meant to be non-binary, but as pointed out by a lot of people, they look incredibly feminine, not to mention both twins' outfit look quite ridiculous. So what I tried doing was make them more androgynous looking and give them an outfit inspired by non-binary models and outfits. I desaturated the blue and gave them curly hair just because I think it's cute. The name change was an absolute must. Again, I get why the creator named them Snowflake, trying to make something of the negative connotation of the word has as a name, but it just doesn't work. Again, it's too on the nose. My friend Erica, Jin the Bean Online, was with me when I was making the redesigns and suggested the name Hellstone, which I think works a lot better for a character who is meant to be an attacker. Snowflake-shaped shuriken are fine, but imagine how painful a storm of hailstones could be, and it's a lot more damaging and aesthetically cool in my opinion. To add to that, I also changed their chest symbol to fit the new name. And lastly, Safe Space. Again, the name change was an absolute must. He was too pink, so I decided to go with softer pink and purples, again desaturating the colours. I also added the curly hair to keep the twin aesthetic. I kept the 3-dot symbol but added a shield design to make it more aesthetically interesting. I'm still not too sure on that design, but I didn't want to spend more time on it than I already had. The name change to Safeguard was pretty obvious. If he's meant to be a character that protects others, then he's safeguarding them from any malevolent people and attacks. Honestly, he's my favourite redesign. Those are my redesigns, and I'd love to hear how you would redesign these characters, and if you have made any, I'd love to see them. I will not be picking up the New Warriors book because I don't think I'll enjoy it, but I'll be seeing what other people say and checking out reviews. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Before I forget, I have a Discord. You can share your art there and chat with other people and me for the fun of it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye!